Hello everyone, welcome to Jigyasa. I'm Devasmita. In this particular session, we are going to cover about the Project Tiger, and this is mainly for it belongs to the ecology sections and the biodiversity conservation, and it comes under the biodiversity conservation. And here is the Project Tiger, and this is mainly for the plus 2, plus 3 or MSc students. So here you can see that this is the logo of our Project Tiger or the National Tiger Conservation Authority, and here is the in the right side there is the logo of the International Tiger Project. So let's proceed about the what is Project Tiger. What is the impact of or what is the Project Tigers in case of what is the role of Project Tiger in our India as well as our Odisha. Okay, let's comes to the Project Tiger. What is Project Tiger? So Project Tiger is a wildlife conservation project that initiated in case of the India in 1972 to protect the tigers. So and launched on April 1, April 1st in 1973. तो प्रोजेक्ट टाइगर पहले क्या हुआ था ना, फॉर वाइल्ड लाइफ कंजर्वेशन के एक्ट के थ्रू में ये क्या हुआ है ना, डेवलप हुआ है। कब हुआ था ना, 1972 एंड 1973 में लॉन्च हुआ और अप्रैल 1 को हुआ था। ठीक है, फॉर किस लिए ना, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द टाइगर्स, बिकॉज दिस इज द टॉप कैनिवर्स, सो दैट की देयर इज द इट chances or there the Project Tiger, through the Project Tiger we can conserve or the protect the tigers in their own regions like ex situ conservation and in situ conservation like process. Okay, सो मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल वाइल्ड लाइफ कंजर्वेशन अभी तक क्या है ना, अभी तक जो भी कंजर्वेशन के बेसिस में क्या है ना, प्रोजेक्ट टाइगर बहुत सक्सेसफुल हुआ है और हम लोग का वाइल्ड लाइफ कंजर्वेशन में ये आ जाता है। ठीक है, तो इसमें से क्या है ना, पहले क्या होता था ना, इनिशियली द प्रोजेक्ट दैट स्टार्टेड विथ द 9 टाइगर्स रिजर्व, 9 tiger reserves are or covering of area like was 16,339 kilometer per square. So with a population of 268 tigers, initially the Project Tiger the Project Tiger initiated in case of the India, it started with the 9 tiger reserve with area like 16,339 kilometer square, and with the population likewise 268 tigers, but nowadays it can increase and it can be increased to 27 tiger reserves and having 37,761 kilometer squares with the population of 1,498 tigers. So this is the improvement of or this is the improvement through the Project Tiger. And here is the one thing that is that this accounts for the almost 1.14% of the total geographical area of the country. So this all over the the process or the population of the tigers like 268 to increase, then finally it reaches to 1498 or 1498 tigers, then it's a great success great success of the Project Tiger. Okay, so how can we manage or the what is the major approaches to the management of the Project Tiger? So here is the two things, that is the in situ conservation, another one is the ex situ conservation. By these two basic strategies we can conserve the biodiversity process, because we know that our biodiversity control all those things. If they the biodiversity disturbed, then whole sequence is going to be disturbed. Okay, so it may be primary level to the upper level. So it's very much essential or very much help going to be essential for very much essential for our conservation of our life or conservation of the biodiversity systems. Okay, so it is one thing that the it good health or to our future generation, because it's the major approaches like so we have a moral duty to look after over the planet and pass it on in a good health to our future generation because हमें पता है कि अगर ये ख़त्म हो जाएगा, रिसोर्सेस ख़त्म हो जाएगा तो फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए कुछ भी नहीं बचने वाला है, ठीक है। तो इट्स आवर ड्यूटी टू कंजर्व देम द ऑल द नेचर और नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस एंड द बायोडाइवर्सिटी ऑल्सो, ओके। So then comes to the two basic strategies that to conserve the biodiversity, likewise the in situ conservation and another one is the ex situ conservation. So what is in situ conservation and what is ex situ conservation? So in case of the in situ conservation, it means it protection of a group of the typical ecosystem through a network of the protected areas. Certain areas we just protect on that particular area with some protection or the group of typical ecosystem through a network like sequences, then we just called as the in situ conservation. For example, on their natural habitat, okay, on their natural conservation in the natural habitat, then it's called as the in situ conservation. For example, in situ conservation, that is the biosphere reserve, national parks and the wildlife sanctuaries, these are some in situ conservation. Then ex situ conservation, it means ki the flora and the fauna, it were transferred into the another protected area, and that's why called from their natural habitat, then that is called as the ex situ conservation. So what is ex situ conservation? For like that, the seed bank, botanical garden, zoological garden, some aquarium, because in that cases we just transport or from their natural resources or move from their natural resources and placed them into a protected area. That's why this is known as the ex situ conservation. So in this process, that includes the protection of the plants, animals or outside their natural habitat for the medicinal or the other purposes. सो हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, कुछ मेडिसिनल वैल्यू के लिए या फिर सपोज हिमालयन एरिया में, हिमालयन रीजन में जो भी मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स मिल रहा है, तो हम लोग तो डायरेक्टली जाकर के वहाँ पे नहीं ले सकते हैं। सो दैट कि हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, कोई भी सीड वेराइटी हुआ, कोई भी प्लांट हम लोग ला करके डायरेक्टली क्या करते हैं ना, कोई भी बोटेनिकल गार्डन हो या फिर जूलॉजिकल गार्डन या फिर कोई भी सीड बैंक के थ्रू में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, उसको स्टोर करके रख सकते हैं फॉर द फ्यूचर डेवलपमेंट के लिए, ठीक है। उसका जर्म प्लाज्म का कलेक्शन हम लोग करके रख सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो इसको ये क्या हो गया ना, ट्रांसपोर्ट हो गया, उसका जो नेचुरल हैबिटेट था उससे हम लोग क्या किए हैं ना, सेपरेट करके दूसरी जगह में हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं ना, एक्सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं और उसको प्लेस्ड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो इसी को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं ना, ex situ conservation. So these are example like the seed bank, botanical garden, zoological garden, aquarium, some. So these are the ex situ conservation. So in our nature also, most people recognize that the diversity at the all levels is important. We know that, so that it need to be conserved. So various points that are used or during the conservation strategies that may take stress during the conservation strategies. So what are the measures and the incentive for the conservation and the sustainable use of the biological diversity. So these are some key points that are related to the mainly involved in case of the stress during the conservation strategies. So here you can see that then comes to likewise there's some technical and the scientific cooperation and some impact of assessment and education and the public awareness and the education is the great impact that directly related in our biodiversity conservation. Then comes to the provision of the financial resources, then national reporting on the efforts to implement the treaty commitments. So these are some key points that are need to be focused on when we just do our conservation strategies, okay. Then in case of the right side, you can see that there is the graph showing here, that is this is the census or this is the survey work of the project Tiger basis or this is the year of Okay. Then it's global wild tiger status in 2016 में ये हुआ था, काउंटिंग हुआ था, जिसके वजह से क्या है ना, इसी में अभी कितना है इसमें तो देख सकते हो कि इंडिया का पॉपुलेशन, जो टाइगर का पॉपुलेशन कितना हाई हो गया है। ये अब पहले कितना कम था, और 2006 के अकॉर्डिंग में अगर हम लोग देखते हैं तो ये क्या है, 2006 में ये क्या था ना, 1411 था उसका पॉपुलेशन। देन इट ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीजेस ग्रेजुअली, देन फाइनली 2000 इनके सब 2014 ये क्या हुआ ना, 2226 तक पहुंच गया है। ठीक है, लगभग बहुत उसका डबल हो गया है। सो नेक्स्ट कम्स टू द वेरियस रिसर्च टाइगर रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट और tiger project in case of our Odisha. There is it belongs from Odisha state. Is of 4 to 5 tiger reserve or the tiger project tiger basis or tiger reserve projects. So in case of the beginning, we can say that it is also likewise the project tiger. It initially launched in case of the 1973, but some of the field activities are required for the agency mainly of the project tiger. Likewise, some enforcement of the anti poaching measures, then census का requirement होता है, census and the estimate of the number of the carnivores एंड देयर प्रे एनिमल्स, कितने कैनिवर्स होते हैं, ठीक है कि नहीं, उसका काउंटिंग करना है, सेंसस लेकर करना है, और उसका जो प्रे एनिमल्स कौन सा है, ठीक है। देन हैबिटेट इम्प्रूवमेंट मेजर्स, कैसे हम लोग हैबिटेट को, कैसे हम लोग जो भी इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ है उसको कैसे हम लोग मेजर कर सकते हैं। देन वाटर एंड द सॉइल कंजर्वेशन मेजर्स, कितना वाटर इस एरिया में, कितना वाटर एंड द सॉइल का कंजर्वेशन कैसा हो रहा है, या फिर सॉइल का डिस्ट्रक्शन ज़्यादा हो रहा है, वो सारा चीज़ मेजर करना है। Then eco development programs and the organization of the alternative livelihood. So inside it or outside of that particular area, it means ki particular reserve on tiger reserve, then there is a presence of people or the population, people in that particular area, they can destroy the natural habitat of that area. So this public awareness is play a very great role, and motivation and the awareness of the local people. Then capacity of the building of the staffs, and development of the telecommunication and the road networks, because we cannot go through inside the forest area, and so that we use some telecommunication. It have requirement of the telecommunication process, so that easily counting, easily trace the easily tracing of that particular tigers or the animal, the fauna and the flora also. Then comes to the capacity building of the staff, then development of telecommunication on the road networks, and maintenance of the other infrastructures, and the research and the planning of the monitoring of the wildlife population, and special distribution management of the ecotourism. This is the nowadays the government of India and government of Odisha have focused on this particular section also, that is the ecotourism. So these are some key points that are mainly covered in case of the project tiger. So then comes to our Similipal Tiger Reserve, which is comes under the Odisha. So actually this is the Similipal region or the Similipal area is located at the Mayurbhanj district of the Odisha, which is consist of the 50% of the tiger population in the state. Here is one thing, interesting thing, that is the Khairi Nivas, Khairi Nivas, or is named after that the tigress named Khairi. So the tiger is the only indicated species, but it protects the Similipal, has the provided incidental conservation to the entire biodata content in these forest, because it's the top carnivores, so it control all those the primary and the secondary carnivores also, या फिर herbivores also. so that the population or the biodiversity could be maintained, all those things. So then comes to another some giant squirrel and some giant squirrel and some mugger crocodile, they are also found in case of the Similipal region, and 94 species of the orchid flora are also found in case indicate that the positive impact of the Project Tiger on the health of the ecosystems and it prevailing the microclimate of the Similipal. Then here is the present like was a major threat to the Similipal center that around the 4 lakhs people living in the periphery and the 10,000 people living inside it. So they use the product of they use the Similipal to make their living, and they use their byproducts or they use their forest byproducts in their daily life. It need to be public awareness, and they can protect so that they get trained. If they are giving to the training, then giving to training about the conservation of conservation strategies or conservation of the biodiversity, they can manage all those things. Okay, so let's comes to Sunabeda Tiger Reserve, which is located at the Nuapada district of Odisha, and it population of the wild, another population is found in case of the Sunabada Tiger Reserve, that is the wild buffalo that are migrating between the Odisha and the Chhattisgarh, and the status of the hard ground Barasinga also found in case of the Sunabeda plateau. And here is another thing, that is tigers, carnivores, 4 major carnivores like tiger, leopard, wolf and wild dog can found in this particular region. Then comes to Satkosia, the Satkosia Tiger Reserve. In Satkosia Tiger Reserve, another tiger reserve in case comes under the Odisha, and it covers the tiger reserve is located in the central zone of the Odisha, and it's spread all over the Anugul, Cuttack, Nayagad and the both district of Odisha. And here is that is the found in case the moist deciduous forest and the dry mixed deciduous forest. So bamboo breaks, dry tropical riparian forest and the teak plantation in found in case of the Satkosia region. Then it is the various it is found, or it is the home of the most endangered species, that is the gharial crocodiles and the mugger crocodiles, and a variety of the freshwater turtles. Other faunal elements include the leopard, wild dog, gaur, and nilgai sambar, spotted deer, barking deers, bear, and rattle, jackal, Indian hare, and giant squirrel also found in this particular region. So, and the migratory birds like migratory birds are comes in this particular region also in the winter season. So a river like the terns and the owls, pigeon, myna, parakeets, drongo and doves, woodpeckers, ghouls, golden orioles, vulture, bubbles, the peafowl, these are also found in this particular region of the Odisha or tiger reserve of the Odisha. So this data is collected from the tiger reserve or wildlife sanctuaries region, so you can note down from that particular cases. Okay, then here is you can see that this is a table or this is a chart given by the forest department wildlife sanctuaries. So here is a different region of the tiger that found in case of the different region of the Odisha. So different like the Barampur cycles, then Raulkela cycle. This in the different cycles there is the various districts comes under in this particular circle. Likewise the Raulkela circles, it contains the Anandpur, then Sundargarh, Bonai, Raulkela, Deoghar, Keonjhar district. So it covered all of the area. So finally, or sum up, we just totally we found in our Odisha there is the presence of the 487 tigers are found in case of our tiger and the leopard. Both are found. Tiger likewise 192 tigers, and both in case of the male and the female, it counting total, then it found finally 487 leopard and 192 tigers are found in case of our Odisha. Okay, then comes to how can we improvement or to the tiger census technique. Whenever we census that or trace any or counting of the tigers, that how many tigers are present in that particular area or a particular tiger reserves. So you can see here that this is the left of left pug of the tiger, and this is the right pug of the tiger, and here is the shape of the front pug is larger than the hind, and the middle two is in the front pug come to the same level. And when we see about the male and the female, the male also found the square shape pug, and the female is the rectangle pug. So these are the some identification marks so that we can census the tigers directly. So improvement of the tiger census technique that it have been made during the 1990s with several refinement to existing method, that is the pug mark tracking. This is called as the pug mark tracking. By using this technique or these methods, we can identify the particular tigers, large cat, or the tiger or the leopard, and count down that the what is the number of the particular tigers or the leopard. Okay, so these are the some points or improvement made to pug mark tracking since 1990. तो क्या क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट इसमें से हो सकता है या फिर हुआ है. Likewise, the clarity and the transparency has been introduced through the non-official participation. Then the entire procedure has been simplified to make it intelligible to all the field level staffs, because whenever we provide some trained staffs, then they can easily handle all those things. Okay, there is now adequate the verifiability through the laying of the PIP, that is the pug impression pads. Whenever we see or whenever we go through inside the forest, you can see that there is the pug mark of the lion, the pug marks of the tigers or the leopards. So by showing this or by study of all the pug marks, they can identify the number of tigers or number of leopards, or it can be male or the female. Okay, so on the basis of the season, you need route or PIP, likewise the pug impression pads, then data collection procedure, training needs, and the analysis procedure and the data presentation. These are also required or improvement of the tiger census techniques. So printed materials have been produced the various forms like the trainer reference sheet, then tracking guidelines, and the pictorial fields guides of the FG. So these are the all about the project tiger. You can see here, you can note down from this particular slide also. So in the next video we are going to cover about the different types of the events or different types of our plans or policies. Okay, thank you.